Hello, all you YouTube people. I'm about halfway through Game of Thrones, and I thought I'd take a little break from it and just, about 10 minutes away from not being my birthday anymore. Just thought I would maybe show you some of the cool birthday stuff I got. I actually got a little more for my birthday than I was thinking I was going to get. So, I got dinner. Also, just putting that out there. My parents got me a couple of really cool guitar shirts. So there's the one I'm wearing, and here's another one. And these are those real nice light shirts. I love these things. I hope they start making t-shirts like this from now on. They're kind of stretchy, Let me see. A coworker of mine went to the anime convention in Fort Worth, or maybe it was Dallas. It could have very well been Dallas. Oh, and everybody say hi to Lex. Hi, Lex. All right. So anyway, he went to the anime convention, and he came back with that. A nice art print of Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. I mean, it's a really nice looking print. Anyway, I'm looking to get a frame made for this. The rest of the stuff came in this neat Batman bag, and I was wondering, like, what could be going on with this? Because I thought, well, I mean, that's kind of cool. They got me a Batman bag. It's my brother. Oh, there were some cards, some really nice cards, and a gift card as well. But I don't think there's a reason to show those. Anyway, so I got to digging around in there. And my brother got me a bunch of random comic books, which is kind of cool because, I think comic books are sort of a money sink, right? I mean, this is, for example, but, they're so addictive. Like, you just want to keep getting them because sometimes they have a really good story in them or whatever. So I hadn't really been, getting many comic books, even though I really like them. I just kind of, I haven't been as into the whole thing as I used to be, so it's actually kind of cool to have some random comics. I generally just, read these online now or what have you, but here's some hard comics. This is Batman number 662. Kind of a creepy looking cover there, but cool. I'll read you the artists if they're here. Chuck Dixon, Graham Nolan, and Scott Hanna. I guess those could also be writers. Let's see. This is Superman 204. Tom doesn't really like Superman, but he knows I like Superman, and it was cool of him to I mean, Superman really is pretty cool. I mean, he's super. He can do everything. I get it. He's the do-all guy. But the newer version of him that's a little weaker in some ways, I think, is actually pretty cool. So this is by Brian Azzarello, Jim Lee, and Scott Williams. This is a little nostalgic. It's a Star Trek The Next Generation, Prisoners of the Ferengi. It says it's number 15. Geordi and Riker, and that guy looks familiar. But, they always seem to be running into the same Ferengi anyway. Some of those guys just get into trouble out in the galaxy, right? That is Michael Jan Friedman and Pablo Marcos. I guess. J.K. Moore, or P.K. Moore looks like the ink guy, or the artist, maybe. Let's see if there's an artist signature on these. No, so it must have been one of the illustrators that did these. Oh, no, it's Jim Lee. Jim Lee's the artist on that one. Whew, kind of going on about these things a bit. This thing, it seems like I've heard of these guys. Secret Six. Kind of a cool looking deal there. Yeah, it seems like I've heard of them. But, you know, these comics are all going for, he probably, you know, he may have just raided like a bunch of back order bins. That's kind of, that's like the funnest thing to do. Because it looks like these may have sold for less than their cover. I've like I said, I've heard of the Secret Six, but I don't know much about them. It's Chuck Dixon, Tom Grumet, maybe, and Larry Stucker. Okay, now these are also going to contain a little extra. I put a couple extra gifts. So he also got me. Now maybe this was a good way to go. He got me Punisher Firefight, and it looks like this is a 3-part miniseries. So sometimes that's kind of a good idea to get somebody a miniseries, because then they can just buy the miniseries, you know. But I'm a big Punisher fan. Punisher was probably my favorite comic book growing up, and good on him for remembering that. And then another. Let me see who. Haynes, McKenna, and Gray are the names on the cover on that one. And then, well, this is part 2, but it's Shadow of the Bat, Gotham Freaks. Kind of a I mean, that's the second Batman cover that's been real scary. I mean, he's run through by a trident there. And it's part 2, so yeah, probably. I mean, it's cool. I like Batman, Superman, and Batman, and that's Grant, Staton, and Mitchell. Now, my dad went to some type of fair. They go to a lot of spiritual, you know, alien-esque kind of fairs. A lot of the ones that Peter Mayhew goes to. The Peter Mayhew lives up here in Dallas-Fort Worth these days. Became an American citizen in Arlington, Texas. He went to this thing, and Dean Haglund was there. So he got me a couple of comics signed by Dean. This one says, my email name is Doug, D-U-G, because damn it, I just said my real name. I might have to edit this out or something. I don't know. It's not that big a deal. Anyway, so he made these out to my email name. And it says Gunman Rule right here. And this is the new the X-Files Conspiracy Ghostbusters comic. I haven't cracked these because they're signed and they were a little bit pricey. Well, I did look in them a little bit, very carefully. Well, I did this one because it's Ghostbusters, and it's pretty cool. Those guys would be weird Ghostbusters. But it's neat. It's made out to me. And Dean Haglund touched it. Dad got up on stage with him and stuff. And then I have the Dean Haglund, The X-Files Improv official souvenir program. So this is the program for his little improv. He does a stand-up act, apparently. And this one says, to Doug, trust no one. And there's his more X-Files, how we probably know him, and then he's got kind of the Mulder look going too these days. I guess I've had long hair most of my life, and sometimes you just get tired of dealing with it, and you just want to hack it all off. So I think a lot of times when you just see people with short hair suddenly, it's because, and you tend to keep it short longer than you had it long a lot of times, because it was a lot to deal with. So there's that. What else do I have? I think I have just one more thing. Yeah. I have another coworker who came in the other day with a what I guess is a numbered print for The Walking Dead season 4. Now, I mean, I don't know anything about this, but it says right there, this is how it came, 25 out of 300. It is written in pencil. I'm not sure what exactly that means, but it is a Walking Dead print for season 4. This is one of my favorite promotional shots for that season. I think it looks really good. So. That I think kind of just covers all of the birthday stuff. That indeed, I think, is it. Let me just look around here to make sure. Yeah, that's it. And that's about a YouTube video. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed looking at my stuff. And I did get myself something, but that's down in the valley for a while. Maybe I'll do a video on it when I get it. Anyway, goemonronin signing off. Have a good one.